HCG family. Sorry about my appearance. It just looks pretty bad, but just think about my tag where I had makeup on and, you know, a top. And now, if you're all familiar with my vlogs, you can see what the temperature is outside. It's a little chilly. Well, let's see. It's like 70 in here, but I can't see, and I don't have binoculars close by. But anyway, it's a little cool. So I got this on. But I thought I'd do a, you know, I'm going to say, if I say click, you know, I'm sorry if it's not. Anyway, I did the tag, and then I was thought, well, I'll just do another one. I was getting ready to take my makeup off, and I thought, oh, you know what, maybe I ought to go do another vlog because I haven't checked in a while. So, but I didn't. I was just too tired, and I'd already done that one 4 times trying to get it down, you know, down. So anyway, I'm in, of course, phase 3 since August the 7th. I haven't weighed myself, and I'm okay about that. Now, I am in a way better place this time in phase 3, phase 4 than I was before. Before I was like panicking, and I know better. I don't know why I was, because I don't know. You know, it's just, you know, I'm a woman. Hear me roar. So anyway, I'm doing fine. I am like taking liberties on the weekends, mostly. And then after that, during the week, I usually go on pretty much and eat clean phase 3 Atkins foods. And that seems to help, you know, to where I feel good in my clothes and that kind of thing. I started walking in the beginning there, and then it got so crazy hot. But, you know, I got a treadmill downstairs. You know, we got weights and stuff, except it's an old, dreary basement, you know, concrete block. And, you know, if it was all nice and pretty and carpeted and all that. But anyway, I need to start building up some strength. That is for sure. So I was going to start another round in September, the 1st of September, and I realized that I just couldn't. There's too many things going on, so I think I already said that on the last vlog. You know, I should go and listen to the last one, and that way I won't repeat myself. You know, that would have to be my whole life. You know, it's just like, you know, when I'm with the kids and I'm talking, and I can hear myself saying something that I know I just said, you know, a few days ago, and out of respect, you know, to the old me or the old mom, they just let me ramble on. But anyway, so I am doing fine. I noticed I went out, we took our grandsons to the festival, the Wild West Festival. I did eat a funnel cake. I didn't feel too great afterwards. I had a barbecue sandwich where I ate the majority of the bun and took off part of it, and I wish I just would have not ate it because it was just a nasty bun, and I'm just not bleh. So that's something I wish I wouldn't have done. The funnel cake, on the other hand, it was good, but it wasn't as good as the first time that I ever ate a funnel cake, and that was in Gatlinburg. There was this little building right in the town of Gatlinburg. I mean, it was like about this wide. Well, it was wider, but just so you can see on the camera here, it was, and it's like, and it went straight back, and that's what they made, was funnel cakes. And this was years and years and years and years and years ago. I don't know if they still do or not, but anyway, that's the first place. Oh my gosh, that was just the most wonderful thing ever. But, and we've had them up at Kings Island, which is a huge amusement park up in Cincinnati. Well, it's up further past Cincinnati, in Milford, I think, Ohio. But anyway, they're still nothing like they were down at Gatlinburg. So I ate it. You know, now they advertised where they're going to have kettle corn, but there was no kettle. And so you've got prepackaged stuff already, then forget it. I mean, when there's a kettle and there's corn in it and it's hot and it's gooey. Yeah, so, but I didn't eat any of that. And let's see, the next day, yeah, my husband and I, we went out and ate. And I got some kind of Korean beef tacos, like 3 of them, and it had mostly lettuce on it. And I think the piece of meat was like this big, and it was the little shells, but it wasn't very good. So it's like a waste of, nasty carbs, is how I look at it. So other than that, I'm hanging in there. I'm looking forward to the first of the year, which I believe I'm going to do my other round. I was just on the tag, it was talking about questions. So I was going to point something out. This might help everybody, but I know you guys can't see if you could, but okay. If you see right here, you see this white spot like this right here. And then this here over here on this eye, I'm starting to get one. Well, this spot over here started as just a little spot. And it's like, first I was like, I'm scratching it or whatever, but it's not, when it first started, it was like raised up. So I thought maybe, what do I have, some kind of pimple or something on my eye? And I scratched it and picked it and scratched it. Well, eventually it just went like this, flat. You can't feel it when you put your finger on it. Well, I've had 2 doctors. I think 2 different doctors. I can't remember why, because I don't have, it was a checkup. But both of them said that that's a sign of high cholesterol. Well, I noticed this other one coming up the other day on my other eye, and I had my cholesterol checked a long time ago before I went on the Atkins diet, and that was a long time ago. My children were little, and I think it was like 252. And then years later, not directly, I didn't go back after I was on the Atkins, and I lost that 50 pounds or so. I never did go back and have more blood work done. But later on, I did, I think, for the hormones, when I was going to go to the compound pharmacy and checking my hormones because I was having these headaches. And it actually was down 10 points. Now, there was a lot of time, and of course, I had gained, the weight back and in between and that kind of thing. But it was down 10 points. So I don't know how much further it went down right after I had lost the 50 or so pounds. So anyway, so I was, researching this out, because it's like this one I know has gotten bigger, and I kind of put like concealer on it to try to darken it like the rest of my eyelid, when you're putting makeup. And everybody, we all have our blemishes, we all have our stuff, and it's, if you took, they talk about having that, that one stuff like they do to your face would help to like remove it, whatever, and they say it's hereditary. I don't know of anybody in my family that have that, but I did talk about, I believe in the tag, about the heart disease and that of my mom's family, and her father had died very young in his 40s, and her brothers, although they lived a long time with having heart disease because of, the medical field, knowing more about what to do, and of course having stents put in and quadruple bypasses and that kind of thing. But anyway, so I researched it, and there's actually a name for it, and I'll let you smarty pants be able to pronounce it. I should have got on there and seen how to say it, but it's XANTHELASMATA. So xanthelasmata. Yeah, I probably really. Anyway, it's really not conclusive if this is a sign of cholesterol, but what the major concern was, it is a major concern for heart disease. So it is like a warning sign. Now, I've lost more weight, and so since, you know, this one, I mean, this one here that it looks like that I'm getting is like different than than coming on my eye than this one did when it first came on, because this one was like a little bump. And there's even some kind of little bumps right here, which you can't see. But anyway, there's a lot that a real doctor that was really actually doing medicine instead of just kind of practicing on you can look at the outside of your body without even having blood work on. If you can find that doctor, and I know there's some that's out there that really care about the health of their patient. I mean, they really hold to the oath, you know, that they took to take care of a patient. But they can look on the outside of your body and really be able to tell a lot about what's going on the inside of our bodies, and we know that. So anyway, I sent this article that I found. I sent it to my daughter, and she's really, I mean, she's like a research kind of person. You know, she just does that. She's an editor. She has her own blog magazine called Vintage Indie, and so if you ever want to go check her thing out, that's what she does. I mean, she does at home and she homeschools, but it's vintageindie.com, I think. Right? Vintage Indie, yeah. So, anyway, so I was looking at that. So I did get on Dr. McCullough. I think that's how you say his name, his website, which I've been on there. I've seen one of his blogs on YouTube way back, and that it's been a few years ago, and that's how I found out about coconut oil. So anyway, so I got on there. If you can go to his site, there's a place that you can click on and do your testing, your ideal. Let's see, what does. I've been on so many, Weston Price and nutritional typing. So, you know, I did that. It asked a few questions. I'm a mixed type. So, you know, go to his website. Let me see here. I know that a lot of you have heard of Dr. McCullough. It's just McCullough, MERCOLA.com. I think Kim was actually mentioning him too. But you can actually do a test. It's just that they ask you a few questions. You do have to kind of sign up for it and email. And then you can download a food chart, either Windows or PDF file for free. So, and then also there's where you can download now healthy recipes for your nutritional type. So I'm a mixed type. So that means protein and vegetables and certain vegetables. Of course, the same of what I'm doing, you know, none of the gluten kind of thing. So if anybody's interested in doing that, that would kind of help you, you know, I think to, you know, I want my heart to be healthy, and I'm 51 years old, so I've got some time. So I was concerned about the juicing. In my mind, I'm thinking if I start juicing and, you know, you're using the beets and all these things that have high carbs in them, I mean, even though they're vegetables, they have high carbs, you know, so am I going to do that? Am I going to have those carbs? And so far, it's like I just took this test, and from what I can gather is that I should have about the same amount. If I'm going to have a salad, I can't have just a little piece of meat and then have the majority of it salad, I need to have equal parts. This is what he says. You need to have equal parts of your protein and equal parts of your carbohydrate, which would be consisting of certain vegetables. And then also, of course, the fats that we need. And, like raw butter, which there's no place here there's not a place here that I'm aware of that's close to where I live in this state that I can get raw butter or raw cream or something like that. I think I might be able to get raw cream if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, I just use a little bit of whipping cream in my coffee. So, but I just wanted to check in and let you know how I was doing. And Miss HCG, she asked me, and see how I'm doing with my weight. As far as I can tell, I am maintaining. I did wear those new jeans when I wore them to the thing, when I ate the funnel cake. And then the next day I put them on, they felt a little bit tight. And I thought, okay, this could be a lot of, water. And I get concerned sometimes if my stomach starts doing that swelling up, and then I'm thinking, it might be gluten. That gluten I had, and then I have to do almost like a detox or something. I just don't do well with it. And most people, we don't do good with gluten. Let's face it. It's just because it's not it's not the stuff. Wheat is not what it was back in the day. So I have the Ezekiel muffins. I believe those are considered gluten-free. I think the muffins are. I know the shell things are, but I like those with pizza. But in my mind, I'm still thinking because they're carbs, I'm still thinking there's something wrong. So anyway, this computer's lagging, and I do not know why. Probably because I have so many windows open with all of my research fanatical things. So I think that's about it. Up to 17 now, 17 minutes. And just wanted to let you know how I was doing. And hi to all the newbies out there. And I wanted to let you know about that pie thing. So I'm just going to, stay on it and make sure that my heart stays healthy. And I definitely need to exercise. I know I need to exercise. I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough to where I'm getting my heart rate up, like it should be. So, anyway, I hope you are having beautiful weather in this wonderful September. I mean, today it's supposed to go up to 79 here, but at night it's nice and cool and sleeping with the windows. I had to put the extra blanket on the bed, and the dog is like, I only had one fan on instead of the other one blowing on me, so my husband was like, freezing, I need a blanket, more blankets. So, had to get one out for him. All right. Love you all. Big hug to my HCG family. Have a good day. Bye.